It is the Jim and Terry Show. Yes, my good friend Jim has come back from his, I call him, he was seconded by the 300,000 Carney Force to do Arctic service as a volunteer. Jim and I will take up. Will we? That's a question. I think I asked you in one of the podcasts. Would you and I, if, I don't know what the age limit is, the volunteer force that Carney's looking for?
Well, that would be dumb. And I'll tell you why. We would just be, hinder people.
No, I wouldn't.
You may be able
I'll
to.
do the push-ups. I'll do the sit-ups. I'll get in shape.
And I will die.
I'd like to do.
You need young people. That's why they have them 20-year-olds.
Well, there's something we can do. We could stand on our roof with binoculars.
Oh, I would do something. Well, I would do something, I guess. But you seem to think we wouldn't even take a shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Canada would resist.
I'm
talking about the greatest power on earth.
I think you would have to, and sadly it is, we would lose everything and men would die.
How did we get onto this? We weren't going to talk about this.
No, we weren't going to talk about this.
But we're on a roll, so let's talk about it. Carney has proposed as part of his budget.
Well, you think we're not good? You think pulling up 300,000 civilian soldiers
is going to do it?
Is just no. But you're saying that's just posturing, just saying we're not going to sit back and let you take us. I don't think Canadians have ever been that way.
No.
I think we'll fight.
Okay.
And we can't beat them.
With our hockey sticks?
Yeah, I think there would be a resistance, and probably that would life would be miserable, yeah.
Okay, let me pose this one to you. As a student of Canadian history, in both World Wars, some of the most outstanding acts of bravery were committed by First Nations soldiers.
Yeah.
In the trenches as sappers, snipers, as one-man army people.
Communication experts.
Yeah, well, that's in World War II.
Yeah,
the Code
yeah.
Talkers, you're talking about the Navajo. And I guess Canada would have had its same. My question is, would our Canada's First Nations lead the resistance if there was such a thing as an American invasion?
Well, it would be wise because as much as they may think they're mistreated in this country, we are at least giving some sort of, any First Nations I know are rich. I mean, they're rich. They're way richer than me. And I'm not knocking all this. I'm just telling you what, in my neighborhood, that's what it is. A very rich enterprise, making money hand over fists. I don't know if they have the same opportunity in the United States. Same as we really wouldn't want to be Americans. We always talk about how much money they make. But then you talk about, let's say they make $20,000 more than us a year on an average. Well, how much is their insurance a month? Mm-hmm. For a family of four,
it gets clawed back.
It gets really clawed back, and then they don't even have the quality we have. Yeah. Well, actually, that's not true. Their quality is incredible, but I told you my friend had to go in the hospital down there. 4 days, no procedures, $67,000. $67,000.
That's an expensive hotel.
Yes, and not to mention $2,800, $2,500 to buy a unit so she could come home.
Yeah, she needed it for the plane ride.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the resistance. I followed Charlie Angus, the former NDP parliamentarian for Northern Ontario, who has been wrapped up in a voice of Canada's resistance on the Midas Touch network.
Now, he calls it the resistance.
Yeah, well, the resistance began before he was encouraged to join forces with the Midas Touch network. So the resistance is here in Canada by name, and Charlie Angus has toured the whole country. I told you he was in Peterborough, and I missed that one. I would have liked to have gone to meet Charlie Angus, and I follow his podcast.
We should go see his band.
Yeah, apparently he's still playing.
Still playing.
So here's a shout out to Charlie Angus and the Resistance. Yeah. That sounds like a great band, Charlie Angus and the Resistance.
I actually like that.
Yeah, so more power to him. And he's an older gentleman, not in his prime anymore, but he's
always full of vinegar and stuff.
Oh yeah. So I'm questioning whether Canada would resist or not. And you're suggesting we would. And I'm suggesting...
Well, we're known for our abilities as a fighting force. We're known for that, even though we take a lot of peacekeeping missions. We're trying to be the peacekeepers because we don't have the money to purchase, but 70% of our money goes to the United States for our military, goes to the United States.
70 cents of every dollar spent on military procurement.
Yeah, it goes to the United States. I think Canada would fight. I think it would be, I'm guessing, I don't know if it'd be a lost cause, but they might even find a way to hit a couple of targets in the States. But we don't have the missiles. It would all have to be jets.
Yeah, and I don't think.
And we're a big land to govern. So you get in here, it's like, what was it? The Germans even learned that lesson when they took on Russia. Russia just kept pulling back until you froze to death.
Yeah, Russia used a policy known as scorched earth, which meant they would keep retreating but burn everything so there's nothing left.
Nothing for you to replenish.
No.
Yeah, and that might be the tactic that would have to be done. Now you're going to lose Toronto because the difference is Russia's main cities were not along the border of Germany.
No.
Our main cities are all along the border of the United States.
Everything is along the border.
Yeah, so Trump, the a-hole, has messed up a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's really unrepairable in my lifetime for sure, and I think my children's lifetime. I think it's unrepairable.
Okay, that's an
whoever gets in.
I'm going to suggest that it's repairable, but not in the short term. I'm suggesting there could be an about face, just like we saw Trump 1.0 go down to Biden, and Biden was able to straighten up the ship of state pretty quickly. And the first thing he did was go to NATO and say, we got your backs, we're here.
Yeah, but now it's been too long. NATO's already making us other plans. And you have to, or you're stupid. You have to plan to. The United States has become so arrogant in its belief and greedy in its belief. Yep. Look, I like America. I have a place down there, for God's sake.
Here's the thing. We're not talking about the people, or are we?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the people?
No. You can't even blame the people.
Yes, I can. I'm gonna be the wrench in the monkey works again.
No, our Canada and other places in the world learn about other places in the world. The United States just learns about how wonderful they are and how great they are. And this is what I was saying.
Oh, you're talking about education in the United States.
Yeah, but they're so in-looking.
Yeah.
We're just the greatest. That's why when, it took years and years and years for Americans to be liked again. Now that's gone. I promise you.
Yeah.
You're going to be putting those Canadian flags. I mean, even the comedians are saying, put a Canadian flag on your
backpack
because Trump's ruined it again, all because of arrogance.
Yeah.
So their arrogance is they don't need anybody else. And you know what? It's probably true. And as sad as it is, but the thing that bothers me the most about their whole attitude, the thing that bothers me the most is Neil Young wrote a song, "You're Already Great." He wrote that counter to this Make America Great Again. And the truth of the matter is, if you listen to it, and my wonderful American cousins, what I'm saying, I don't mean to be nasty, but just think about it. One side of your mouth, you're saying we're the best, most powerfulest, richest nation in the world, best military, we can do anything we want with it, and it wasn't enough for you. You wanted more. You wanted everybody else's stuff too. That makes it sinful in my eyes. So,
Well, our theme was not going to be down on American exceptionalism. I do wonder about the 70 some odd million who voted for Trump, not once, twice, but 3 times. I wonder about the farmers who are now going bankrupt, and I wonder about a lot of people who are saying, you were telling me this morning that unemployment is down and employment is up, that Americans' economy is surging.
still doing good, yeah.
I'm not so sure about that. So we need to talk about what data there is.
But you say about the American farmer, okay? We already know that Trump has already changed history concerning January 6th. And we can maybe go.
We'll get into revisionism.
So the same idea is going to be, he's going to tell the population that the farmers have never been better.
We'll tell that to the farmer who had to sell his farm.
It doesn't matter to him.
American
bankruptcies. It doesn't matter. The little farmer don't matter to him.
Farmer bankruptcies are up. Nobody talks about that one.
Trump will say no, they're not. He'll just say no, they're not.
The land of make-believe.
Yeah.
Jim and Terry Show. We're part of it. The land of make-believe. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
relationship I have with my